And we're here talking to this gentleman about the Second Crusade. How do you feel about the Second Crusade?
I feel the Second Crusade was a barbaric attempt by foolish Christians to show off their military dominance. In all, it just put a bad name to the Christian faith.
And what do you personally think about it?
I feel like they're fighting this war for holiness and to recapture Jerusalem, but in the way they're fighting the war is just inhumane.
And given the previous Crusades, do you think the Christians should have attempted the Second Crusade?
Not at all. In the First Crusade, the Pope Innocent II, the Christian leader, ended up giving the whole Christian faith a bad name, because what ended up happening is when they stormed Jerusalem, they savagely killed my people, the Muslims. They were desecrating the bodies, they were setting bodies on fire, they were doing it terribly, and when we recaptured Jerusalem after their Second Crusade attempt, we had thousands of crusading prisoners, but we didn't slaughter them all savagely. We let them go upon request. We let them go with their weapons free of charge, etc. So we did it in a peaceful way, and in this holy war they're fighting, they're not fighting it in a holy way at all.
And what is your opinion on the Christians as a survivor of the Second Crusade, keeping in mind your knowledge of the peace and the First Crusade?
I feel like they're just foolish savages. Their crusades are very poor planned, It's basically, let's go in and, let's fight however we can to win this land, but the way they're going in is, not making any sense, and the way they're, winning is savage, and it's just inhumane. They're storming cities, lighting my people on fire. It goes against anything any religion would ever teach. And the fact that they just keep doing it, Pope Innocent, as I referenced earlier, his crusade destroyed everyone. So Pope Eugene's going on a second crusade to, pretty much do the same thing. I just don't understand it. And Saladin was just, the way that we handled it with Saladin, they went back on truces. Saladin could have been so mad, Saladin's our leader. He could have, he could have done the same thing the Christians did to us, burning. He could have burned all the Christians as the prisoners, but he didn't. He let them go peacefully, showing that there is an easy way out of this.
And speaking of Saladin, what do you think of him as a leader?
He's brilliant. Just the way he handled the whole situation, as I just mentioned, he's one of the few people in this world that could handle such a savage situation in such a calm manner. He tried to settle truces. He tried 1,000 things without any military. He managed to end the crusade with as little bloodshed as he could control.